We're dead!
So I decided to go down memory lane, and I mean, say whatever you will about this game, I had my fun with it, and I figured, you know what? Why should I be the only one having this kind of fun? So I pulled Logan and Hype in chains, and am forcing them to play Sonic R for our amusement.
Yay.
And I feel like the odds are going to be in Logan's favor because Discord is, well, more so Parsec. Parsec is really just kind of giving me like the evil glare at the moment because there's like some slight buffering here and there. Like hopefully not enough to make it completely unplayable, but I can tell it's like you're gonna lose it, you're gonna like it.
It's gonna be fun. Bear in mind, I have never really. I played this game in passing once. We remember,
Logan,
you don't have to.
Thank you. So before we do start the game off, because the way the game does its loading practices is kind of silly in this game. First, Logan, you want to go to the options menu. Now, just give it a second here. Oh, you just.
Oops.
Sorry,
Logan, I told you shouldn't have made the B button your bottom button. Now you
wait. Oh, now the B button. Oh, now accelerates the. Oh my gosh! So now this is the select button, or is that the acceleration button? Hang on, I'm going back into this. For those who are wondering, this game, its controls is the B button is accelerate and A button is to jump. So I'm used to accelerating with the A button, which is also the... Okay, I pressed both A and B now. I'm going to press the Y button. Why not? Let's see what happens if I press the Y button.
You haven't even started playing the game yet, and already we're messing up bad.
I pushed the Y button that time. Every face button. Okay, you know what? I'm going to press the R button this time. I'm pressing the right trigger.
I get the feeling the game really doesn't want us to play it today.
I have another idea. I'm going to hit the start button. We're going to hit the start button when I go to that menu and hope to God that actually works.
This is what happens when you try to mess with the natural order on Parsec.
Like, I'm not insane. Like, I literally have now pressed every face button on this controller. And they're all this, and we can check our controllers. Like, they all are mapped to different buttons.
We'll be right back, folks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should be careful using controllers on Parsec that have only just been on the market for a few days.
Yep, and to always check the manual.
Yep, because the last thing you want to do is hit new on an already fully completed save file and erase all of my progress just like that.
They gotta work on that, and I'm no yellow belly. I read the manual. Okay, joining.
Alright, so, Logan's in, Hype's in, and once the countdown has reached 0, we shall begin our Sonic R Massacre session.
And game
I mean racing session.
No. I almost thought that was a butt. Racing.
Collect 5 butts.
Also, I'm here too.
Hey,
It probably did.
So, yes, for those that are not in the know-how, Traveler's Tale, back in the magical year of 1997, released this racing game based on the Sonic the Hedgehog brand for the... You pressed the B button again there, champ.
Oh, well, that was me, my bad.
No worries.
Okay, so,
yeah, continue. They released a racing game.
So yeah, starting off, you have access to the original 4, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. You can also unlock robotic counterparts of them, as well as Dr. Eggman, assuming you finish all the races.
And an egg bot.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, James made that joke about, like, Eggman and robotic counterparts. It's like, yes, Egg Robo, the robotic counterpart to Amy.
Well, I mean, he controls about as weirdly as Amy does. So that said, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we start off simple with the Resort Island?
Okay, so while we're getting into this mess, and I have to get used to all these controls again, explain to Seely the radical soundtrack this game sports.
So this game is very, very popular, for lack of a better word, because of its Europop soundtrack. See, Amy?
Wait, why am I not
Where are
jumping?
you? Oh, it's the B button or it's the B button or something.
I was hitting the B button.
Press another button.
Try all the buttons. There it is. Found it.
Push all the buttons.
What?
Oh, gotta get around this corner. Oh, I forgot. There's no reverse, so you just gotta.
Sorry, Amy. This car only runs on forward technology.
Gosh. So for those who are catching up.
Yeah, the controls in this are really weird for me.
So for those who, to quickly illustrate for everybody what the controls in this game. The controls in this game, Celia, are the analog stick determines which direction you're going to go. There is an accelerate button. There are no brakes on this roller coaster.
Oh, jeez!
Oh, whoa.
And And you do have a special ability, which for Amy is she goes all wheelie mode and like gets a boost of acceleration. I'm going up that loop-de-loop, I swear to God, today.
Don't go up that loop-de-loop. It's a trap. It's a trap to make you. It's a trap that slows you down. Just go around it like any sane person would.
Oh, see, I did it. All right, so as we are, I'm going in.
Well,
Oh, I should. Your car transforms into a boat.
yep. Amy's car comes pre-equipped with a straight-up boat mode.
Oh, that's so handy.
Also, I think you're stuck there, Amy.
Nope.
Never mind.
I pushed it out. And
Meanwhile, Hype, despite controlling his Fox like a truck, is still far in the lead.
Okay, like I said, it's a two-way thing. First off, Discord needing to hate, not Discord, Parsec needing to hate me, and also just the fact that just on its own, this game has really sluggish-looking controls.
it is an interesting thing. What system was this out? Because I know we're playing this through the Gems collection. What did this come out on?
Okay, so it originally came out on the Sega Saturn, and it also got a PC release not long afterwards, which came equipped with a bunch of its own little features. Like, for example, the time of day and the weather will change. Not to mention the controls were just slightly made touched up for the better.
Okay.
I guess
Touched up for the better, it says.
for better or worse, yes, this game, the version they're using for the Gems collection is the PC version.
Oh, okay. Turning. There we go. That's how we turn in cars. You can do this. Do you see me in this little jalopy trying to pull ahead of you? You got this. Oh, jeez.
I mean, make the most of it as you can, because between all the characters, Amy is easily the worst, considering how slow she is.
I should not have picked Amy. I thought she has the car. Oh, the game took pity on me.
No. Here's the thing. The game, there's no way the game would took pity. What I did is just I decided to not go into the loop.
Yeah, the loop is completely optional. You only just do it for the sake of rings, assuming you're really starving for them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with not retrying that. So, can I switch characters?
I believe so. Just hit
Be
race,
able to.
and it should take you right back to the character
Oh,
selection
okay. So it's not like a... Okay. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, pick someone who's not on wheels, if possible.
I'll try Metal Sonic.
I'll stick with Tails.
Okay. Alrighty then.
So let's head on over to the city.
Oh, this name seems familiar. Radicals. Oh yeah, wasn't there like a Radical City freaking in that Sonic GT thing hype?
I don't know if it's the same name, but I do know what you're talking about.
Right.
By the way, get a load of the sweet sounds of Tails' propeller tails.
Stupid tank!
I know it. He really is a tank. And I'm still hitting the things, and I do like that they kept his classic. I like that they kept. I like that they kept his classic sound for the tails, and
I mean, it's an amusing detail for sure, but one that kind of eggs on you after a while, because you just want to hear the music.
oh, that's okay. I see that.
Okay, can't fall that way.
And yes, if anybody has noticed that, thinking, why don't you guys look at the mini-map to see where you guys are going? Oh, if I could understand that mini-map, I would.
Oh no, the mini-map more or less, it pretty much chronicles everything about the level, including the main road as well as all the shortcuts you can take.
Why is there a pinball machine in my racing game while Luigi ain't here?
I'm convinced that's a callback to the Spring Stadium level from 3D Blast. I mean, they even used key art from that game as part of its imagery.
Oh, now I have to go up this thing.
Yep, you have to. It's literally it's a bumper.
Spring. Okay. So all right. So it's now actually covering the parts about this game that I can kind of focus on as best as I can. Is that I think this was a neat idea. Oh yeah, you're going the wrong way. No, it's okay. You just made a wrong turn. Here, you gotta go this way. There you go. Anyway, is that I like what they were attempting to do here with trying to blend a platformer with racing, because yes, as Sega All Stars Racing has tried, and Sonic Team Racing has tried to assert, Sonic driving a car seems a little bit redundant.
It's weird. I mean, even if it has worked to pretty decent results, and I mean, say whatever you will about this game. At least I do appreciate the effort with the level design and whatnot. It's just that the controls do take some getting used to, and it doesn't help either if you're running on it through a delay.
Right, which we're not both on the delay, but it's also, I think I will also say right now, at least on my end, the other part that makes this a little difficult is this game was not meant for vertical split screen, I don't think. It's very easy for me to get turned around and, like, the view is very narrow.
Which is weird, considering the fact I figured it would have worked out. I mean, I will admit, I did change it that way because I figured maybe it'd give you a little better, I don't know.
Oh, normally it's horizontal?
Visual aid. Yeah, normally it's horizontal, like, you know, Mario Kart 64 or whatnot.
I mean, I guess
I mean,
okay.
if we have to, we can always switch before that. We can switch back to that for the next race.
I don't mind looking at it to see how it fares, but because it's just, I would say it only is tricky. It's mainly tricky in a stage like this where it's difficult for me to tell where, because there's a lot of little narrow nooks and crannies to enter.
Metal Sonic, what are you doing? You're literally letting that little fox brat beat you.
I mean, I figured rigging Parsec to hate its guts would actually be an advantage, but I didn't count on you being worse.
My head spikes are very big and I have very little arms. I don't think I was designed well for this, Master. I don't think we thought... Master.
Yeah, Eggman totally would be the bowler hat guy. It's like,
I didn't need to ruin your future after all. All I needed was to wake up. I really didn't think this through.
I love that. No, I do think Meet the Robertsons is still a pretty solid movie.
oh, it's
I've
a
never
cute
seen
movie. I
it.
liked it.
I'll watch it with you later. It's like, it's...
The one takeaway scene from Meet the Robinsons I always remember is, like, during that little flashback sequence the main villain has, where he's literally just... Oh, hi, look at that!
That was funny.
literally came down to a little at the end, like, no, after you, I insist. No, I insist.
just like Parsec is like, he was standing still. How could he have won?
No, that was...
That's it! I'm going to make... It seems like the two-tailed fox is the better animal to make a robot out of. I'll wait, I'm all out of mechanical parts. Oh, I can always use the stuffed doll I won at the carnival.
I hate to reference this, but that reminds me of a scene from the Mulan sequel where Yao, Champa, and Ling are trying to talk to the princesses, and they're like, "No, after you! No, after you! I
Logan,
said
quick.
after you!"
Logan,
you want to try and
Let's try
the
the horizontal mode. See if that's any better for you too.
All right, let's see what happens. So we'll go to options and go to game.
Go to game, and yeah, those are all the multiple options you have, like turning on the ghost for time trials, the weather, the catch-up, the guidance, so forth.
Okay, so yeah, we'll try vertical and see what happens. Or horizontal, you know what I mean. Right,
But yeah, no, like I can just imagine after all that said, like Eggman just goes all, screw this, I'll make a robot based on Tails.
Oh, okay, now
He should have been better.
Except he made a really creepy one that this and Ben Drown were my introductions to creepypasta, like video game related ones back in
Logan,
like,
please
early
show the world what this creepypasta you're talking about is.
It's the Tails doll.
Hi, Tails doll.
I don't know what led people to use it. I guess it's the lifeless eyes. I don't know. I assume this was based upon the doll in Sonic Adventure 2 that you could shoot, or the ones in...
Well, this came
Sonic
out way
Adventure
before Adventure 2.
Actually,
Okay,
this game actually came out like right as Sonic Adventure 1 was still in development.
Really? Okay, because...
So maybe for all we know, they were probably exchanging notes because because I remember Gamma's opening sequence had him shooting all those dolls of all the characters.
Right, like training things. Okay, that...
Okay, now that I see that actually looks a little better.
Hang on a second, it's doing the lag thing for me.
No worries,
All right.
let's zoom in a bit. So I feel like I can see around me a little bit more.
I'm on to you, Fox Boy.
Like, I thought I was like...
Come back, you're my only friend.
And, oh gosh, I gotta learn this map real quick right now.
So the one thing about Tails doll compared to the actual Tails is that I think he runs at roughly the same speed, maybe a little slower, and he has infinite flight for what that's worth.
Oh, hey Logan,
Hey,
guess what I found out?
What did you find out while I get up this slope?
Age of Calamity, Erica Mendez
Yes.
voices the Great Fairy Terra.
Oh, so they have...
So
they have
are you?
multiple...
So
Great
are
Fairies.
Uranus voices one of the Great Fairies.
Okay. Go.
Come on up the spring.
Oof.
That's kind of cool.
Yes, it is, and I think I'm starting... Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this a little bit now. But
Oh yeah, so I guess going back to the mechanics of the game real quick, every once in a while you'll come across these little pads that will literally send the characters at supersonic speeds, assuming you have the rings to spare for them. At maximum, you will want 50 rings for them.
okay. Oh, because I get it. Like the number of rings you have determines how long you get to keep that boost for.
Not to mention, the rings are also used for opening up the little subgates that are strewn throughout the levels. These subgates can sometimes serve as shortcuts, but they're primarily there for the sake of uncovering paths to Sonic medallions or the ever-elusive Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, I get.
Which there are only 6 of in this game.
7. No, there's 7.
Oh, there are 7.
Oh, I
Okay.
could have sworn that I could have sworn that the counter was 6.
No, there's 7.
They had to get that right at least. But
Yeah,
okay,
there's
so-
7. Because there's only 7 emeralds, but 5 stages, certain levels do have 2 Chaos Emeralds to find. And and that's actually where you would have found one of the Chaos Emeralds. Only downside is that whether it be the medallions or the Chaos Emeralds, you don't get to keep them unless you're in first place.
Oh, so okay, so it's one of those things where you need to get it and win the race. Dude.
Exactly. You have to win the race!
Come on.
Okay. So I think I'm almost at the end of this finally, because this one was a little...
Wow, who'd have thunk it? The tail stall actually worked!
Okay, sorry, I got turned around in one
And
of those
meanwhile,
corners, but...
and meanwhile, Parsek's like, finally!
No, you did win those first races. That was...
Like that racetrack is like really tricky to memorize.
It's wide, like it is, but I will say that I like the idea of them actually having an incentive for.
Honestly, Hyde, for the sake of it, he's a little easier to handle. Why not use Knuckles?
Why not?
And I'll be Dick.
Look at him strut.
Look at that. Anyway.
Oh, this is, you know what, this is actually proper vengeance, considering the fact that, remember in Knuckles' campaign for Sonic and Knuckles, instead of Eggman, he was fighting against just a lone egg robo?
Yeah.
Now the Egg
Oh.
Robo is guaranteed victory.
Also, it's raining bubbles.
It's a good thing I'm waterproof. Would be a massive shame if I was not.
I'm gonna walk. I'm not using the thrusters. I'm gonna be efficient today. I'm walking. Ow. Look at him.
Alright then, see you on the other side, bucko.
Look at him strut.
So, from what I immediately remember, Knuckles, well, he still has his glide, but it's not quite like Tails is. He will descend once he starts gliding. And unfortunately, he can't climb walls either, but he does have better turning than, say, Sonic does. Well, I think I found my one weakness. Master, help me. Oh, you fool, you have magnetic shoes! Sir, do magnet shoes also work under the...
But get off my island. You're rent due.
I love the idea. I love the idea that he wasn't even just upset. He was just.
Gonna jog in place. Gonna jog in place.
Alright, so for this last race, actually, I will say this much, and I want you to humor me guys for a moment. Let's not do Supersonic just yet. Just pick whatever 2 characters you want. But aside from that, let's go to Radiant.
I wish we could both beat fine.
No. You can actually have both characters play as the same character. I think you gotta hold down the L button.
There we go.
There we go. It's a Knuckles and Knuckles race.
Welcome to
So do
Sonic
this
R
one?
and Knuckles and Knuckles.
Go ahead.
Yay! Yeah, oh my God, this is the Sonic Mania campaign.
I was also gonna say, let's do this race. Let's do the stage twice. But for the second race, we'll have you both be Supersonic.
Okay, so
It'll make
how
sense.
come?
Trust me. You'll see.
Okay.
Also, I forgot to mention that if you're any of the original 3 trio, you can actually spin dash before the race starts.
Oh, so you have to press like a button for that?
You have to hold down and press the X button.
This is kind of an eyesore for me. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I see. And then.
There you go.
Whee! I'm going so fast, Mom.
I mean, it does appear to some physics, but not quite as much as you'd want.
That's
It's really
fine.
just the spin dash is only really useful for the sake of getting a head start when the race starts. Think of it kind of like like getting a starting boost in Mario Kart.
Right. It almost honestly now that I'm actually controlling Knuckles and jumping around, ow,
boy.
ow. Now that I'm actually
Knuckles,
controlling
look at
Knuckles
me! I'm flying.
now that I'm actually controlling Knuckles and running around with the jump thing, it does. It's okay. It's all the magical colors that apparently feel so right. Oh crap! I went the wrong way.
Okay.
Is that I do? It almost makes me. It almost reminds me of Sonic CD or Sonic 3D Blast or not 3. What was it? Sonic?
3D Blast would make more sense considering it's the same developer, and I think for the Saturn version anyway, it's the same composer.
That that suddenly makes a lot of sense because yeah, this reminds me of like. Remember that collection of Sonic games that we play where like there's that little part where you could control Sonic in 3D and find all the pieces to watch the
Oh, Sonic!
anime
Yeah,
react?
Sonic Jam.
Yeah, it reminds me. This actually the controls in the feel. It looks almost like Sonic Jam to me.
Actually, it's funny you bring that up because Sonic and Tails' models were reused from Sonic Jam.
Really?
It was literally something that Sega literally lent them. And Knuckles, you doing okay over there?
Again, the screen's just doing its thing.
Knuckles, you okay?
Hey, Knuckles.
Knuckles, I'll help you. Thank you, Knuckles. You're welcome, Knuckles.
Follow me, Knuckles.
This is, for those wondering, this is what the inside of Knuckles' mind looked like.
It's just a whole bunch of Knuckles.
And
Parsec
colors.
really is just like, I'll make you lose even if I kill every one of you.
I was looking at the wrong screen because I forgot which Knuckles I was. I'm going this way now. Seely, what are the kind of racing games you usually play?
Well, you know the racing games I played when I was a kid.
Yeah, you did. I do still recall that one time you showed us, what was it, Beetle Race Adventure Racing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't really have much exposure to other racing games.
quick, use that shortcut, Knuckles.
You got it, Knuckles. There's that.
Quick, shortcut!
And I know we have done Mario Kart several times, and I
Which I suck at.
You get to join the club with me. It's what was it?
See you, Knuckles.
Hey, Knuckles, you cheated.
No, how could I have cheated, Knuckles? You cheated. You take the shortcut.
There's a little shortcut down there if you want to take it.
Yeah, there's a shortcut over here. Right over here.
I want to earn my victory with honor.
Okay, something that Knuckles wouldn't have. Knuckles,
Knuckles decided to race fairly.
Fine, but it was
if you did take that shortcut, it would have taken you to a speed booster.
Oh, screen.
I know. Again, it's all the colors. I'm right there with you.
No. It's just, again, Parsec's just not having. I must have did something with Parsec's wife or something because it is really pissy at me tonight.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. I know there's been some weather and.
I'm just really hoping it doesn't still stay this pissy once we start on the Streets of Rage tonight.
Yeah, actually.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. But hang on.
Fly with me, sweet lesbian echidna. Wait, I'm not a lesbian.
How did that happen? Oh,
I mean, I like girls, but
that's not the way it works. But what was it?
To be fair, it's funny because I think it's always been sort of like a mild thing where Knuckles always had a weakness towards women. The way I always took him is it's less about he's really infatuated with them, more like he's just shy around them.
But I thought
it makes sense. He is a shy recluse.
But I thought this whole era was him being.
And the winner is Knuckles.
Wow. Okay, that one was actually really close. Good job.
I knew it. Knuckles would win, as I predicted. But
Okay, so before we do end this off proper, I do still want to try that thing I talked about, where both of you are supersonic.
So
wait, we're both supersonic?
I guess so.
Yes.
We select race. We both highlight Sonic, and you.
Okay, and you want to press down and hold down the L button so that you both can select Sonic.
Okay, no.
Left trigger.
Oh, it's one of the shoulder buttons.
Here, I have an idea. Because it can work for me, you select it first, and then I'll select it.
Okay, hang on.
Whoop.
So you select it first, and then I'll select it.
All right, and go back to Radiant Emerald, because again, there is a neat little Easter egg if you're playing a Supersonic here.
Oh? Let us find out on the final level.
Hope you guys don't mind bright and beautiful colors again.
It's a thing, and what happens here?
They play a different track.
Oh!
You all should be familiar with this song at this point.
Okay, oh, right, this is the song. This is it.
The song.
Yeah, it looks like Supersonic has a double jump.
Oh yeah, no, he pretty much controls the exact same as the regular Sonic, except he's just faster. And I think he has a better time above water.
Oh, I need to be using the drift. I completely forgot about that sucker.
Right, you both have drift buttons.
With the
Use it
trigger.
to make sharper turns. Which is going to be especially helpful for Sonic, considering he's literally slipperier than a banana peel.
Scarier than a one-eyed snake.
Well, I mean, he has to compensate for the speed, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Devil damn screen!
It's okay.
What's the matter? Can't keep up? I'll make you eat those words.
There it goes. We will figure it out, and don't worry, we're still keeping up. But yeah, what was I thinking? What were we talking about? We talked about the game, we talked about the thing. I mentioned how I think Mario Kart should hopefully get a new installment since, the mobile game, I think it's starting to slow down, so they should probably, take that opportunity to...
Which is actually funny you bring that up, considering just recently they decided to do this new type of cup where it's like you're pretty much racing in teams.
I heard about that. It was like Team Mario and Team Luigi.
Yeah, which I know like a majority of the community is like, why even have the option when most people are going to pick Luigi? Well, apparently both teams have their own sets of characters, so I guess if there's a certain character you like to play as and they're on that certain set, that's why you should pick that team.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, I would have been all for if I, still played the game.
Right.
After that whole Kong stiffing I had earlier, I'm kind of just done with it.
Right, I still haven't done anything with that game in a while. We mentioned Sonic Racing, we mentioned the coins. I mentioned that it's still a cool idea to have this stuff incentivized, using it to open up shortcuts.
I do think deep down, it wouldn't hurt to give Sonic R a second chance. It just needs a lot of refinement.
Yes, it
right.
does.
It does.
And I mean, heck, considering how long it's been since the original Sonic R came out, there's a lot you could pull from now.
No, absolutely. I think if they improve the handling, because, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, it looked like Team Sonic Racing, even though it unfortunately came out at a pretty rough time. It looked like Team Sonic Racing did a pretty solid job using what the Transform series learned from.
Yeah, no, Team Sonic Racing is it's a really good game. Again, just Crash Team Racing is a better game.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, it's just a shame that people. Yeah, Crash Team Racing is a fantastic game. It's just a shame that people refuse to think that because microtransactions.
I mean, they're out of the way enough, but I agree that you wish that they didn't have to be a thing. There we go.
And the winner is Supersonic.
I'm actually curious if we look at it all. I think Hype won this tournament. I think so. Yeah.
I think he won 4 out of 2 races out of all, whereas Hype really won all the others.
Right. So he won the tournament.
Yeah, it's like, I know Parsec, you can stop crying about it.
He won.
Okay, and I guess with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I would ask if you guys also want to do a balloon race, but I think we're good now.
It's all.
The balloon race, all it is just get all the balloons and get to the goal. That's literally it. And,
I mean, do they even use the same tracks?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think we showed pretty much everything that's needed to be showed off.
That's fair.
Yes. So yeah, that was our little revisit to Sonic R, the superior version in my honest opinion. But I actually am debating also coming back to Sonic the Fighters as well, since that's also in this collection, and I did test it out for what it's worth, and it seems to work all right. Just as soon as I pull in a certain kitty cat, we're gonna duke it out.
Oh boy.
Oh, don't do that to Jordan. She doesn't stand a chance, and you know it.
I mean, who knows?
Well, to be fair, she's the fighting game fan between all of us. I think she'll be fine.
That, and you said to yourself, you thought you didn't stand a chance in this, and you won the tourney.
Well, it's only because, and again, I'm convinced. Bye.
Seely, do you have any parting thoughts before we end off?
Bye.
Fair enough. Till next time, everybody.
Till next, everybody. Sonic is doing just fine with the racing genre. Don't worry.
Whee!